TikTok to separate itself or divest from its Chinese-based owner, ByteDance, or risk a ban from app stores in the U.S.
Oh, so see what happened is America, like, listen, we at it right now with China. We ain't feeling China vibes. So if you want to keep your little TikTok app in our country, then you got to stop working with your mans over there. Your mans is the ops and you working with the ops. And you got our motherfuckers over here dancing to oppie shit. I understand where America coming from. I ain't gonna lie. Let's get back to the clip.
We implore ByteDance to sell TikTok so that its American users can enjoy their dance videos.
What up, what up, what up, YouTube? What up, what up, what up, YouTube? You clicked the title, you read the page. TikTok banned. The government is not with it. The US is over TikTok. America had it up to here with TikTok. They're sick and tired and sick of TikTok. Now, here's my thing. Are they afraid that TikTok is telling us something? Are they trying to keep us from the truth? Now, me being a content creator, this is bittersweet because I'm shadow banned on TikTok. So I really don't care. I feel like TikTok shadow banned me for no reason. I ain't even did nothing. So I really don't care too much about it, but it does bother me the amount of power the government have. Like, if you can shut down TikTok, you can shut down YouTube. And that's going to bother me. All right? So, subscribe for the vibe. Shout out to CBS News. I tried to go like that and thought the video was going to play with it in place. I thought I was cool, but I wasn't cool. That's crazy.
Popular app TikTok faces a risk of being banned here in the United States over its ties to China. Scott McFarlane is on Capitol Hill with a closer look at what lawmakers are trying to do with a new bill.
Fueled by viral videos, TikTok offers a stage for millions. But soon, the curtain could be coming down, including for Kim Pham, who says she leans heavily on TikTok to lure customers.
So follow us to come along on this journey.
To her company in California.
What happens to you if it's just banned one day?
It wouldn't kill us tomorrow, but TikTok as a platform has represented a very kind of meaningful and new way that we reach consumers.
New legislation set for review by a U.S. House committee tomorrow requires TikTok to separate itself or divest from its Chinese-based owner, ByteDance, or risk a ban from app stores in the U.S.
Oh, so see what happened is America, like, listen, we at it right now with China. We ain't feeling China vibes. So if you want to keep your little TikTok app in our country, then you got to stop working with your mans over there. Your mans is the ops and you working with the ops. And you got our motherfuckers over here dancing to oppie shit. I understand where America coming from. I ain't gonna lie. Let's get back to the clip.
U.S.
We implore ByteDance to sell TikTok so that its American users can enjoy their dance videos, their bad lip sync, everything else that goes along with TikTok.
Amid growing fears, the personal information TikTok devours from its users could fall into the hands of Chinese adversaries.
There may be millions of TikTok users who say, don't ban this. We love this.
Well, the choice is up to TikTok. They have a choice to make as to whether or not they want to remain with ByteDance, that we know is controlled by the Chinese Communist Party.
And Scott joins me for more now. Hey, Scott.
But see, here's my thing with America, too. How y'all even let it get this bad? You know what I mean? Like, y'all should have controlled this before it became what it is. Now TikTok is big. I mean, it ain't bigger than YouTube, I'm gonna be honest with you. But it's a big deal, you know? Stop, Oreo, stop. My dog is over here being a brat.
This comes nearly a year after TikTok's CEO was questioned in front of Congress. What's changed in that period?
Well, TikTok's making the same argument, John, that they have firewalls in place to protect user data, that this type of bill, a ban on TikTok, would trample First Amendment rights for tens of millions of Americans. The politics there have been unique from the start and haven't shifted much in the past year, but they've started to come together. This is one of those rare bipartisan issues. It's hard to find traditional party lines on this. There's been a momentum that's been building steadily over the past year. But time is also running short. They put this clock on TikTok if the bill were to pass, and if they waited much longer, this Congress would be over before that clock hit the zero mark.
Scott, is one explanation for the bipartisan support here that basically both parties are fine with, or have people in them who are fine with bashing China, essentially? That's always popular in an election year.
The subcommittee that they formed here, the special committee on the Chinese Communist Party, has been clearly, as this Congress develops, John, one of the most bipartisan and congenial of all of Congress's committees, which might speak to the politics of that, right? That there is a bipartisan attitude and a bipartisan spirit in initiatives or investigations that target China. But
my thing is, if the TikTok CEO claim he ain't dirty and ain't no beef, then why he can't just cut ties? Stay woke.
I'll say this. There are contrarian voices here, and a number of progressives, including Jamal Bowman of New York, who say this bill goes way too far and that it does indeed infringe on First Amendment rights and has a hint of hypocrisy because there are a number of members of Congress who utilize this tool, and the White House, which has endorsed this bill, uses it too.
Sure, get their message out to the kids. The FBI and Justice Department both briefed House members on TikTok. What do we know about that?
They briefed them last week. They'll brief them again tomorrow, just before the House Energy and Commerce Committee marks up this legislation. This thing is moving swiftly. They introduced it yesterday. It goes to a markup tomorrow. There's a briefing for members in between, which gives you some indication that top officials in the Department of Justice have skin in the game here and have an interest in informing lawmakers about what's going on with TikTok, ByteDance, and China. There's a train moving down the tracks now on this, John, but in this Congress, every significant train has derailed.
Speaking of derailed trains, funding the government. We're going to switch tracks now. What's the state of the House bill to avert another partial government shutdown?
See, the government shutting down. They trying to ban TikTok. What is happening in the world? All right, I want to get into this.
This bill offers the only real step toward each of those goals. Let me explain why. TikTok is based in China. In China, there is no such thing as a private company. The ruling authority, the Chinese Communist Party, and its leader, Xi Jinping, have their hands deep in the inner workings of the company, with devastating consequences for our own personal freedoms. And in compliance with Chinese law, TikTok's parent company, ByteDance, is legally required to support the work of the Chinese Communist Party. And under ByteDance ownership structure, the Chinese government has the ability to manipulate TikTok's algorithm, surveil its users, and conduct influence operations that quietly populate Americans' For You pages. This is a problem because
I knew it, because my For You page be showing up some weird ass stuff. And I'm like, huh? Nah, see, yo, I know we be thinking America be trying to keep shit from us. And maybe that's fine. The fuck? What the fuck we need to know everything for? Half y'all be trying to figure out these conspiracies. Y'all niggas can't even read, write, none of that shit. But y'all want to try to figure some shit out. Like, shut up. Just live your life. Be a normal motherfucking American. Get your money. Stay out the way. And be comfortable. Why you want to know everything? Motherfuckers, oh, we need to know. They got to stop keeping stuff from us. What are you going to do if you know? If America tells you right now some shit going down, what your punk ass going to do? Nothing. So you don't need to know nothing. Y'all niggas is getting me tight. I agree with America with this. I usually don't be on America's side, but I'm on America's side with this one.
TikTok isn't just an app for funny dance videos. It is increasingly a news source for Americans under the age of 30. And allowing a CCP control.
Yo, that's crazy. I'm 31, so TikTok ain't for me. TikTok for you little niggas in your 20s.
Entity like TikTok to become the dominant media player in America would be like if in 1962, at the height of the Cold War, right before the Cuban Missile Crisis, we'd allowed Pravda and the KGB to purchase the New York Times, the Washington Post, ABC, and NBC. But, and this is crucial, there is a path forward for TikTok. As outlined in our bipartisan bill, if TikTok is completely divested by CCP-controlled ByteDance, if there is a separation, the app can remain in the United States. Through this bill, we want to ensure divestment, not censorship. If an entity other than a CCP-controlled entity owns TikTok, Americans can still share whatever content they like, no matter how bad the dance moves may be. But instead...
Yo, I'm weak. This nigga's funny. I like this nigga. It's a funny ass nigga. Usually niggas who be in the motherfucking government office, they be all stuck up and shit. But this nigga's funny, alright? Let's get back into it.
of being fed whatever the opaque Communist Party controlled algorithm dictates, Americans will then have real freedom of thought and expression. And for TikTok's users, employees, and investors, I would submit this bill provides the only path for the app to continue its operations in the United States without threatening Americans' online freedom, privacy, and security. We need this bill because we simply cannot allow an app controlled by our nation's foremost adversary and competitor to take over the American media
Exactly, and you niggas should understand that.
landscape. We cannot place hearts and minds of the next generation of Americans in the hands of a communist aggressor. We must act, and I urge the rest of our colleagues in the House and the Senate and the executive branch to act now.
And I suggest y'all act now and subscribe for the vibe. I'm going to keep y'all posted on this. I'm out.